Oh, hi. I'm Jen,
I'm Sean.
and today we're going to be talking about 5 things we did not really think all the way through when we were planning our wedding in 2020/2021.
Yeah.
5 things that caught us by surprise.
Yes.
So, if you're new to this channel, this is part of our Plan Our Wedding series, which is called Jen and Sean's Excellent Adventure, because we're nerds. And we decide to do these videos kind of randomly when we run into problems. And guess what happened today? We ran into a problem.
Yes.
5 of them specifically. So we decided we would make a vlog for you guys, basically trying to help you not have to deal with what we're dealing with right now.
Yes.
Does that sound good?
I like it.
Cool. So these are 5 things that have come up in our planning that have definitely not been what we expected. So if you've seen any of our other vlogs about our excellent adventure and the wedding planning process, you know that we had everything figured out. We had the food figured out. We had the cost figured out. We had everything figured out.
Smooth sailing.
And not even a little. And we're about 6 months out now, maybe 7.
Yes.
Not even a little.
Yeah.
So anyway, the first one, the first thing, the first tip. You don't always get to pick your wedding date. We were sitting here like, oh, well, I really like October 3rd. Well, October 23rd is really good. Or, these specific dates. You don't always get to pick your wedding date. First of all, we have shows that we have to deal with because we're professional performers and we have to kind of plan things around when our shows might be. We have a pretty big show in October.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to nix one of the weekends and then the weekend before that so we could rehearse for said show. But then we ended up talking to his dad, who is in charge of the venue. And his dad said,
oh, it's only available these dates.
yeah. And he goes, and you have to pick right now because they go super fast. It's only available these 5 dates in October. 5. That's it. And so we had to pick, and none of them were on the day that we wanted. We were hoping for a Saturday like everybody else or a Sunday morning. They're all Friday night and Sunday night. And we're just so we didn't get to pick anything. I didn't want a nighttime wedding. I have to have a nighttime wedding because of the venue. The venue's more important to us than the date, than the time. So you kind of see, that's why I didn't want you to put that up there.
Sayuri's over there.
Sayuri's by the TV doing some parkour. So, oh yeah. Anyway, I actually, go ahead and talk. I can actually film that for them to see later.
So it was one of those things we wanted a daytime so that way people can come hang out early and then you're not stressed at the end of the day. Got to get home, got to go to work early in the morning. So clearly Sunday night's out of the question because of people traveling or just people
Sunday
working
night
Mondays.
Is a bad time. My first wedding was on a Sunday night. Do you know what happens on a Sunday night wedding? People leave early, way early. I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to drive. I got to get to this. I have a flight. I got this. I got that. They leave. There's nothing worse feeling than people just continuously leaving throughout the night when it's not even close to over.
Yeah.
So Sunday night weddings, big no. Huge no. If you can avoid them, don't do them. A Sunday morning would be so much better. I really wanted a breakfast wedding. I'm a morning person. I'm not a night person. I'm not awake. But I have to have a nighttime wedding. So, yeah.
Because that's when it's available.
Rule number 1, you don't always get to pick your date. Yeah.
And time.
But, yeah, and time, too. A Friday morning wouldn't have been good, but you don't always get to decide that. You kind of have to choose from what's available and go with what's best. And we picked our date and everything's fine, and then we watched this video that said, never pick your wedding date near a major holiday. And we're sitting here oh, crap. Because we might have done that. But it's the one that works best for us.
Yeah.
So, oh well on that one. My bad.
Sorry.
So, number 2, the food. We didn't think about every single thing we would have to deal with when it came to the food.
Yes, we did not.
Especially in 2020/2021, okay? Because, originally we thought, oh, yeah, we'll just, I'll have my mom make pasta salad, and you can have your mom make food.
Pasta or, just different types of food and snacks and things like that.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. My family can do that. Your family can do that. Perfect.
Yeah. No. No, not even. Because there were so many things we didn't think about. First of all, asking my mom and your family to make food, that means that the entire week leading up to the wedding, they're doing nothing but cooking. Mm-hmm. Never mind if we want to have a rehearsal dinner. Never mind if we want to actually just like get to know each other and hang out and let people relax before this big stressful day. Mm-hmm. No, they're just going to be cooking. Yep. I don't want that. And then who's going to be serving it? Your family? Mm. The whole wedding?
Yeah.
No, that's not cool. We can't have a buffet. Because it's 2020/2021, guys. Mm-hmm. It's 2021. We can't have a buffet. It's just not safe to have everybody going up and using the same utensils and just kind of like
hovering
buffets
over
are not
the same
safe.
Food.
Yeah, buffets are not safe during a pandemic. So we can't do it buffet style. I don't want people serving it. If I have to hire servers, I might as well hire a caterer at that point. We were trying to save money. Guess we can't. So we did come up with an idea though. If you're getting married and you're kind of like having this issue, we came up with a really cool idea that I think we might go with. Mm-hmm. We're not sure yet. If you guys have opinions, we would love to know.
Yes.
But food trucks. They handle the preparation and the cooking. Mm-hmm. It is outside of the venue, so you're not having a bunch of extra people in the inside the venue, which is going to mess with your social distancing, physical distancing. Did y'all hear that?
She likes the idea of food trucks.
I hope you guys can hear that. She loves food trucks, apparently. So
when have you gotten a food truck and didn't tell us? Hold on.
Hold on. You talk for a second. They need to see this.
I'm really intrigued about the fact that she had food trucks and didn't tell us. And...
She's literally staring. She's literally staring at the door, meowing.
Oh yeah? You tell it. You tell that TV.
She's staring at the TV now, screaming.
You okay over there?
All right. Anyway, sorry, we had to put the baby outside. She just wouldn't stop screaming.
Had to go put her on her chair so she could hang out.
I think she heard our roommate making lunch and was like, "I want some." So anyway, speaking of lunch, food trucks.
Yes.
Dude, what an idea!
I think it's a very interesting idea because, again, you're not having to ask your family members or my family members to make food, to serve the food, to clean up after the food.
Yeah. And again, you're not inviting extra people in. Mm-hmm. The food truck stays outside. People will have to go outside to order their food and get their food, but then they can bring it back inside. Mm-hmm. So it does present a little bit of like an inconvenience, but there is an overhang at this event, so they can park right next to the overhang so that nobody's like, if there's inclement weather, we don't have to worry about it. Also, we will be paying for the food truck so that our guests don't have to pay for food, because that's not really a nice thing to do. Like, welcome to our party, you gotta buy your own food. So that is going to incur a significant cost, but I think just from my work with events, I know that food trucks are a little bit cheaper to hire than an actual caterer, so it does save us a little bit of money. And it's just cool. Food trucks are awesome.
Oh, yeah. And the best part is that because of it being outside and that's where the food is, you're not in a venue that has you have all the food set up, so it's even made the venue even smaller.
Yes. And so it lets us maintain a nice open space, and we could even, if it's not too cold at that time, we could even encourage the eating to happen outdoors so that when people don't have masks on, it's a little bit safer. So we have to see. It depends. We'll figure it out that day. That'll add so much stress, but it's fine.
The hardest part about that is trying to decide what food truck or what type of food.
Yeah, because we're vegan and nobody else is, and I think there's a couple of vegetarians.
Yeah, I think we have 2 vegans and 2 or 3 vegetarians, and then everybody else is carnivorous.
So we can't really get a vegan food truck because then nobody will want food, and there's gonna be some people that are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not touching that vegan food, even if it's delicious." You know, there's some people like that, but. I wanted a bagel truck. I wanted like a bagel sandwich truck, which would have been great for a Saturday morning wedding. But we're having a Friday night wedding, so it needs to be like dinner food, I guess.
Pizza truck.
I mean, a pizza truck would be fine.
Is there a cereal truck?
No.
Can anybody just get a bowl of cereal?
No. Pizza truck would be fine. Your mom has connections with a barbecue truck that doesn't really help us out.
Yeah.
But a barbecue truck could work for most people, and you and I could just like order Chinese or something. I would do that too. I would absolutely do that.
Honestly, there's a Taco Bell down the road that I could go have my little brother
No, thank
go
you.
get. No, now
I'll
I do
just
have a
not
question
eat.
for
It's
you.
fine.
Let's say, hypothetically, it's $1,000 to get one food truck. Would we be interested in getting a second one? I mean, I know it's a little bit more of a cost, but to give a variety for them and for us, or
I don't know. That's a good question. What do you guys think? Should we get a second food truck just to have more variety so that maybe I can have the Asian food that I would want? Because I would love to. If we got a food truck and it was my choice and it wasn't just like a vegan truck, I would do like an Asian truck, an Asian fusion food truck. That's my favorite kind of food. But this is Midwest America, corn-fed kind of family.
We got like...
They like American food.
Maybe we can find a corn truck for you.
That'd be so nice. If somebody could just roast me some corn, that's all I want to eat. It's fine.
We got you.
Okay,
I'm sure we can find some.
Awesome. Perfect. Yay. So yeah, that's something that we didn't consider is this food safety and saving money, but not saving money. So it's a Friday night because of the first thing that we couldn't anticipate, not being able to pick the date. Now we have to completely change our food plans. And we didn't anticipate all of that. Food trucks could save the day. But that brings me to the next thing that we didn't think about. We thought about it at first. We said, oh, we're just not going to have alcohol at the wedding. No big deal. You know what we didn't think about? Actual drinks, though.
Ooh.
Like, okay, if we're not going to have an open bar and we're not going to have beer and wine, because I don't want to buy beer and wine for everybody, because if I bought the stuff I like, everyone would leave. I like the cheapest wine possible, okay? It's not in a box, but it's just about as cheap. But I also like Manischewitz. Nobody likes Manischewitz. So I don't really want to buy a bunch of wine and beer for everybody because that's a lot of money, right? But we didn't think about actual drinks. Like, what are we going to do? Just have like 2 liters? Like, that's not okay. So one of the ideas that I thought of is that we can get those like water dispenser glass or plastic. You know what I mean? The water.
The big jug
things. Yeah. Right? But nice looking ones, not actual jugs. So we would get those and we could do like a lemon infused water or like an iced tea or like a lemonade and have like really cool drinks, but hopefully store bought so that we're not spending the whole week making mocktails and
then at the church they have the pitcher things to do hot water and to do coffee, so you could also do tea or hot cocoa.
And that's something you can always ask your venue, hey, do you have like coffee dispensers we could use at least? Unless you're doing one of those all-inclusive venues, then those are going to be there anyway. But like if you're just like renting out a church in like a blank space, then ask them if they have coffee dispensers. Most places have little coffee, you know, like maybe we could provide syrups. That could make it more fun. I don't mind shelling out $4 for a bottle of syrup. I sound so cheap. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like not go broke on this wedding.
Yeah. And that's been our whole theme throughout this whole thing is to do this as cost effective as possible.
And we thought in the beginning, we thought we could do it for so cheap, and now we're sitting here like we cannot do it cheaply. We thought we could, but again, these are the 5 things we didn't think about. We didn't consider. We were just blindsided. Drinks, though.
You'd
like,
think that we would have, but I guess
not having alcohol doesn't mean it's at zero cost.
Yeah.
We just what do we think? Water?
Yeah.
Like no.
I think in my head I just thought, okay, that's just part of the food. Okay, cool. I didn't think about the specifics.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get like sweet tea. Although, do they do sweet tea up there? That's more of a southern thing. I'm gonna have to figure this out.
We call it tea, iced tea.
Is it sweet? Or do you have to add the sugar yourself?
You have to add it yourself.
Okay, that's easy.
In the Midwest, they're not very big on sweet.
That's easier. I like that better. I can even do without adding the sugar. I can do like really good iced teas. I can do like Earl Grey iced teas. I can do like green tea iced teas.
That's fancy.
Yeah, right? You can do like lemon mint infused water.
Now we're just getting too fancy for my family. My family would be like, why is there
my family too. Andy's going to be like, I just wanted plain water. What are you doing?
My family would be like, someone dropped an orange in here.
Yeah, right?
Why is there a lemon in this
We have to make
water?
sure that there's Lipton tea for Andy. Have to make sure.
Gotcha.
But anyway, drinks. Didn't think about that. You know, if you're funding it and designing it yourself and picking the food yourself and not hiring a caterer, you need drinks.
Otherwise, people are going to be like, man, I'm parched.
Right?
And you can't really just tell people, hey, there's a water fountain around the corner.
And you can't make them go buy it from the food truck. That has to be separate from the food truck because otherwise the line's going to be hella long. So, anyway, drinks. Okay, 4. Number 4. Socially distanced seating.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 100 people at your wedding and you only have so many tables, but you need to socially distance people, you're going to need more tables.
And if each table seats 4 people, that's what? How many tables? Math. Hold on. That's
25 tables.
Hey, good job.
I'm a math teacher.
I'm like 16, carry the G.
Oh my God. So, yeah, we can't use the small tables, or we can't seat everybody at them, or we have to assign seating. This is something that I just figured out today. We're going to have to assign seating to make sure that we keep people, at least if we have to put multiple people at a table, like a lot of people, they have to be from the same household, just to make sure that everyone's staying together and not spreading anything, you know? So my family's table will consist of 2 people. Your family's immediate table will consist of 4 people. And then you have one family member who's got like 1 billion kids, so we're going to need like a huge table.
That's back in the day, people had to worry about seating arrangements to worry about who didn't like who in the family.
Right?
Now we have to worry about that, and then also making sure that it's
safe.
Proper and safe.
Yeah. So for a table that would normally seat 10, we're going to only be able to put 4 to 5 people at it to maintain proper distancing. If even any of those tables can seat 10, I don't think that they can. But that's something that we didn't think about. You look at a room and go, oh yeah, this will fit like 100 people. But now that it's 2021, you have to look at it and go, I have to divide this by 5. And that's the number of people that I can have spaced out. So that's something we didn't think about. It's going to take a lot of work for us to have to put together. And then also making sure we think of things like the drink stations. We're going to have to put the different drinks in different places so you don't have a like huge crowd around one drink table. We're going to need 3 or 4 different drink tables. Oh, you want the lemon mint eucalyptus water? That's gross.
That was a lot.
I know. That's over in the corner by the fireplace. Oh, did you want the iced tea? That's over by where you'd find the door to the main part of the church. Did you want coffee? That's over by the entrance. Just to make sure that there's not a huge crowd of people. You really need to think about the layout more than you have ever had to think about that for a wedding before. Just to make sure that you're not encouraging like backed up traffic or just crowds of people. And you also have to make sure if you're going to have a dance floor that it's big enough. You have to make sure that if you're going to have a dance floor, it's big enough for people to stay away from each other while they're dancing.
You have to assume that at least 70% of your people will be dancing at a time.
Yeah, like if somebody puts on the Cupid Shuffle, everybody's getting out there. So you have to make sure that it's big enough to where like we can dance next to each other, but I want 6 feet between me and the person next to me that I don't know, you know? And we're going to have to make sure that if we want masks on the dance floor that we police it. We might have to hire people to be there as our like Disney police. They're really good there, by the way, apparently. They're really good at Disney.
I'll just have Ray do it.
Yeah.
That is a big, scary man.
Perfect. I can have Andy do it, too.
Yeah.
I feel like Andy and Ray are going to hit it off.
Yeah. They'll just start screaming, I got one! My aunt's over there crying.
But yeah, just distancing was not something that we thought about. Not at all. When we first started planning it was even during the pandemic, and we still didn't think about that little detail. Where to put the drinks, where to put the food, where to put everything so that there wasn't a huge crowd of people. The cake. Where are we going to put the cupcakes? We're going to have to put we're going to have them served. Yeah. That's something we're just going to have to put on everybody's plate individually.
I didn't even think about having the drinks at a different location until you just said it, because that does make sense. If everybody's going up to get drinks at the same time, you're just like, hey, everybody. Instead of, hey, I'm going to go get there, or you go over there, and then separates them.
You're going to have to do that. Otherwise, again, you're encouraging crowds. And you're just causing a lot of issues. Because you know when somebody gets the drink, they're going to take off their mask and drink. Somebody's standing right next to them while they're doing that. It just doesn't allow for perfect safety, you know? Nothing's perfect, but... And that brings me to number 5. Nothing goes according to plan. You think it does. And then you hit this point where you have to completely undo everything and redo it. And you realize that we're going to hit this point again in a couple months.
Oh, yeah.
And then a couple months later, we're going to hit that point again. And then the day of the wedding, nothing's going to go right. And I know this from having been married before. Things are not going to go according to plan.
I am so lucky that I am so easygoing.
Same. I'm very easygoing. I don't care if the cake falls on the floor.
If someone's like, "Hey guys, the cake didn't make it."
Actually, I'll be pretty upset if the cake falls on the floor because your mom's gonna make it.
Yeah, but if someone was like, "Hey, the cake's gonna be a little bit late because they forgot to bring it," I'd be like, "Okay, just bring it."
Yeah. Certain things are not going to bother me. Other things would bother me, I guess, about things going right. Mostly, I just don't want anybody upset. Mm-hmm. As long as everybody's happy, I'm happy. Yeah.
I think, overall, my biggest thing that would cause me any type of stress is just making sure everybody's having fun and getting along.
Yeah. Getting along is a big thing. Mm-hmm. You have the bigger family to worry about with getting along. Mm-hmm. My family gets along great. It's my mom and my brother. Yay. I do have a couple of extended family members that I'm inviting, but I'm just not sure that they would be able to come. Mm-hmm. Just with, travel not being a big thing, and yeah, and it's fine. I'm good with that. I keep saying I want to elope, but he keeps not letting me, so it's fine. Nothing's going to go according to plan. Mm-hmm. Nothing. And if this video helps you with anything, I hope it's that part. Mm-hmm. Number 5, nothing will go according to plan. You are going to have to redo everything. You're going to have to keep fixing things and thinking of new issues that you didn't think about before, and then dealing with it. One way to get around this, if you have enough money, if this is what you spend your money on, this might be the most important thing to spend your money on. Get a wedding planner so that you don't have to go through what we're going through.
Yeah.
If you can. If you can't, no big deal. You just do the thing as time goes.
Sit down, make a list, and make it happen.
Set aside time to do wedding planning. We did that yesterday. We set aside time. We made our website. We talked about some of these things, and that's when we went, oh, fiddlesticks, we're going to need a food truck or something. And I did think of something else just now, but we'll talk about it after. So I can add it to another video.
Okay.
But yeah, those were our 5 things we did not anticipate at all when planning our wedding. And we're about 7 months out, and we will probably have to make this again in a couple months because none of these things will probably work. So just think about those things. If you have other things, if you've been married before, or if you're in the process of planning a wedding, tell us what you're going through, and we can get through this together and maybe trade ideas. If you love the food truck idea, steal it. Do the thing. It sounds like such a cool idea. Like, I love food trucks. Who doesn't love food trucks? People pay admission to go, like, eat at food trucks, at food truck rallies.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say they have food truck rallies that are just there to just eat food.
Yeah. So I think that I think these things will all be fine. If I can add a bonus, can I add a bonus?
Yeah.
Don't expect to spend nothing. Don't expect to spend nothing on your wedding. People deserve to be paid for their services if you need their services. If you really feel like you can do this on your own and not have to hire anyone for anything, great. Then you can do your wedding for practically nothing. But sometimes you realize 5 things that you did not realize before, and part of that means you're going to have to spend some money on stuff because you didn't anticipate that you didn't want your family cooking all week, or that people might get thirsty. So yeah, hopefully this list helps you guys. It's definitely helping us.
Oh yeah,
I know we still have more conversations to have today, but luckily you're off, so it's fine.
Wish me luck.
But yeah, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. We've got lots of advice and lots of fun wedding planning stuff on this channel. As we go through our excellent adventure, we want to take you along with us. So hop into the phone booth and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to use that from now on. I like that. I just made that up. Sayuri was featured in this video. She's our wonderful, wonderful kitty. You will see kitties in lots of videos on this channel, so make sure that you subscribe for the cats as well. We also have Q&As, challenges. We've got random vlogs. We've got astrology.
Yeah, we have astrology. We have a lot of stuff in the process.
It's good. I've got dress hauls if you like wedding dresses. I've got super cheap dress hauls. It's great. We do lots of unboxings too, so that's a lot of fun.
We just have a lot of fun with you guys.
We do. We love this channel. We love hanging out with you. It's been keeping our extrovert batteries charged. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if this video helped you at all, or just because you like hitting thumbs up buttons. We like that. And it also helps other people find the video easier. So yeah.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.